And welcome back. I'm just coming back from spending the night AFK in the mob tower, mob trap, collecting more gunpowder for making TNT and so on, and string for making wool, because wool has been something of a pain to collect, because it's a very slow process. And so I decided to speed things up by using the string from spiders and so on. I've also spent a lot of time chasing and dyeing and shearing sheep, and that too is a painfully slow process. I'm going to have to try to do something about speeding it up. And frankly, what I'm thinking about is sometime reasonably soon, I want to build some kind of a passive mob system. And I'm thinking a good location for it is going to be up to the north over a rather large frozen lake. In the meantime, there are 4 new subscribers, and so I will be placing 4 new blocks of TNT on the island. But before I do that, I have to fix something. Cypher Magi pointed out in a recent comment that TNT really should be placed at least 2 blocks apart to avoid having it create massive amounts of lag. And I'm thinking also that there is the question of, if they're placed right against each other like this, that some of them will get destroyed before they have a chance to go off. So I'm going to tear down all this TNT and redistribute it. Okay, I think there's a few more over here. Alright, now let's get this stuff placed. 2 blocks apart. Alright, TNT is redistributed, and I can see right now that by the time this thing reaches 500 TNT, it's going to not only cover the entire island, but surround a good amount of frozen ocean surface around it. Should make for a very interesting explosion, I will say that. Alright, now on with the meat of things. And I know that in the last episode I talked about doing some exploring of potential caves, and I do want to get that done because the noises and whatnot from underground things are going to eventually drive me nuts. But I think what I really want to do is quit diddling around with things like chasing sheep and dyeing wool and so on and so forth, and actually get down to the business of continuing the construction. So that's what I'm going to do. Put a few things away and get started on doing that. And I'll catch up with you when I'm ready to go. Alright, I'm all ready and pretty much loaded up with everything I need here. So let's go ahead and get to this. See if there's any morning creepers first, of course. And let's see. Well, how about that? I don't see any creepers. How about that? That's good. So we'll go ahead and get right to this. And start getting some construction done. Drop off this wood here until I actually need it. And now we'll head up to the second floor and start putting some more walls up. Alright. This is the edge, right? Okay, good. And while I'm doing this, I wanted to mention that I'm going to be starting a new series somewhat soon, and it's going to be a weekly thing that I'm going to call This is Minecraft. And it's intended to be something that explains Minecraft and introduces Minecraft to the uninitiated. And I realize that there are tons of such tutorials and so on out there. However, most of them are on the old side, and I have been asked for something like this from several people, quite a number of which are family members that don't quite get what I'm doing with Minecraft, and I figure something like this will help explain it. And so I'm going to work on doing that, and like I said, it'll be a weekly series that will take place in a new world. And as new things happen, like for example when 1.8 comes out, I will address all of those issues that go with that, and try to do my best to give my take on things like how to survive the first few days and get to where you're actually building something that you want to live in and around, or be able to produce resources like from a branch mine or various different kinds of farms and so on. Now I'm going to go ahead and speed up the rest of this laying down snow and get down to doing this. Okay, now I'm going to have to go out on that scaffolding so that I can get the windows placed for the second floor. All right. Fortunately, the second floor windows mirror the first floor. And they too are 4 blocks tall. Oh boy. Oh well, I guess it's just as well. I'm running out of glass. I need to make a run over to the main base and pick up some more glass that I have cooking. I'll catch up with you when I've got them back. Now, let's go ahead and see about finishing up these windows. Alright, windows are all in place. Let's go ahead and get inside and build up the walls. Go ahead and drop off the glass. I don't think I'll be needing it for a while, if at all. Because if I recall correctly, the third floor does not get glass. I hope I can keep that to a minimum. I'd rather not waste a material that I spent a lot of time collecting. All right. Second floor walls are completed almost. I have to go out onto the scaffolding to finish them. The nice thing about working high up like this is that mobs become much less of a problem. Oh, and then of course there's falling off of the doggone thing. That's really special too. Get the corners done, and then I'm going to have to build the third floor scaffolding before I can continue. And I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and get that, and I'll catch up with you when I've got a scaffolding for the third floor. And now the scaffolding is finished for the third floor, and I'm going to place a little bit of that snow to get me down there and start working on putting the third floor's floor in. Oh, that hurt. Not what I wanted. I needed to be on that layer. Okay. Let's just... Actually, what I need to do is extend this ladder up to this, or excuse me, stairwell up to the third floor. So I'll need to go down and get some stairs and some wood. All right. Okay. Block the other side of the window. No. No again. I need to put the temporary framework up. Let's put the stairs on. I believe this is right. Sure, I'll find out. Hurry. think that's right. Let's go compare it to the floor below. Yes, it is. And so now that's enough floor for the time being to finish it out, of course. But I want to go ahead and get this taken care of. All right. That's in, and now I see where I've made a crucial mistake, because this floor is supposed to end, or supposed to be right here above the windows. So the stairwell needs to come up another couple of blocks, and the bit of floor that I have in needs to be removed and replaced, moved up a little bit. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Now tear out the mistake. And remove this temporary stuff. Okay. Okay, and now the next step is to go ahead and finish installing the floor on the third floor. And I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll catch up with you when I've got that done. That's going to take quite a while. And I'm back. And I have, as you can see, completed approximately a little over half the floor for the third floor. And at that point, I ran completely out of wood. And also, I have to apologize for the sound quality. I'm quite sure that it
kind of sucks really bad right now. But I, just a few minutes ago, was getting up to do something, and I managed to get tangled up in my microphone cord, and the wire has just about been pulled out of the end of it completely, and so my headset mic no longer works. And I'm now stuck using the built-in mic on the laptop, and I know the sound on that sucks. But there's nothing I can do about it right now. And having run out of wood, my next big project, or sub-project, is going to be to get out the saplings again and farm up enough wood to finish this project.